Hi, this review is on the 2021 live-action animated Tom and Jerry movie called uh, Tom and Jerry. So the plot of this movie is where Tom and Jerry, of course, they do what they always do: chase each other around, cause a bunch of mayhem, and they run to this hotel. And this girl named Kayla, played by Chloe Grace Moretz, is applying for a job at the hotel. And of course, Tom and Jerry get into all sorts of crazy shenanigans, and Caleb doesn't like that because she thinks it'll ruin her chance. So she wants them to get along, and Tom and Jerry try so hard to try to get along, but to sort things out. And there's a big wedding happening at the hotel, so Tom and Jerry try to, they get into a bunch of hijinks and a bunch of slapstick occurs, and they have to get the wedding under control. When this movie was announced, had no interest. Like a live action Tom and Jerry movie, like that's gotta be awful. But the trailer gave me hope, honestly. And now that I've seen the movie, it's not the animated one from the 90s. Yeah, honestly, maybe because I had minimal expectations, but I had fun with this movie. I thought it was okay. As this movie is kind of like Detective Pikachu or Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a live action adaptation that didn't need to exist, but for what it is, it's probably as good as what we could have gotten. Because honestly, there was a lot of this movie I did enjoy. Because obviously, unlike the '90s one, Tom and Jerry are actually a lot of the main focus. They're not just a plot device and the thing's just about an orphan. No, it doesn't just have a bunch of unnecessary emotion. This movie, it's a straight out comedy, and I like it for that. The tone's really consistent, and yeah, a lot of people say the movie does focus a lot on Chloe Grace Moretz, and I guess in some ways it does, but Tom and Jerry are in the movie enough. It's not like the live action Smurfs movies where they're like, oh, the Smurfs just go into the real world and they're just a plot device for Neil Patrick Harris to be the main character. No, like Chloe Grace Moretz and Tom and Jerry, like they interact with each other a lot, but they don't talk. Thank God. But like, there's actually a cute little thing they do where Tom and Jerry, to communicate, they do charades, and I actually liked that idea. That was actually really clever. And the animation, it's good. Honestly, it kind of looked a little distracting, I guess, because of the flash, but I got used to it, and I like that they didn't make them look like a real cat or a real mouse. It looked good, and it's very energized, and it fits with the slapstick, and it definitely has the feel of the old cartoons. And Chloe Grace Moretz, like, she was fine. I mean, I enjoyed her. Her character, I don't think should have been like one of the lead, like the main focus leads, but I didn't mind her. Michael Pena, he was there. He's always good to see. He's a funny guy. And like Spike's in the movie, and he's voiced by Bobby Bobby. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. Cavavale. I don't know. I'm not gonna bother looking it up. And he was a good addition. I liked him. And Spike does talk in the cartoon, obviously, so the talking didn't bother me. And Droopy Dog makes an appearance. If you're a Tex Avery fanatic, you probably know who that is. Um, and it's, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, like the humor doesn't always land. Like the slapstick is really funny, but there's some fart jokes, there's some poop jokes, there's some pop culture references, like references to TikTok or Instagram, like in the trailer, or like Tom and Jerry doing Fortnite dances. Like, no. But I can say I'm glad I saw it. I didn't like everything about it, but I liked it enough to say I enjoyed it. So, would I recommend it? I guess. I mean, I guess it kind of depends. This is one of those movies where if you've seen the trailer, you kind of know what movie you're getting into. Like, if you liked the trailer, I'm sure you'll enjoy this movie fine. If you didn't, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say this is not the kind of movie for you. But I guess there are some ways, if you're a fan of Tom and Jerry, there's things in this movie that I think you would enjoy. Like, I maybe I just enjoyed it because I didn't really have that much hope for it. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like the beginning when it started with a bunch of rapping pigeons, I thought, oh, this is gonna be a long movie. But thankfully, it actually improved throughout, and I had a fun time. Would I watch this movie again? Maybe not often, but for a live action Tom and Jerry movie, I think this is probably the best we could have gone. It's like the Sonic movie, and if you like the Sonic movie, I think this is a movie you might enjoy. Like, there's things I think fans will enjoy, and I think it was entertaining enough. So, that's my review of Tom and Jerry. See you later.